Hey everybody, my name is Colt and this video is going to be all about geocaching. Now you may be thinking, I've heard of geocaching, but I don't know entirely what it is. Well, this video is just for you because we are going to be learning all the tips, tricks, and what geocaching actually is. What is geocaching? Well, geocaching is basically a treasure hunt, but with GPS. There's a lot of different kinds of geocaches, starting with size and difficulty. There are 5 of each, and as you probably imagined, 1 is pretty easy and 5 is pretty hard for both of them. Now on to types of geocaches. Traditional cache is a container ranging from all the different sizes and difficulties as we talked about earlier. Multi-cache is where you find the cache with the posted coordinates, and when you discover it, inside you have to figure out maybe a puzzle or something like that to find the coordinates to the next one. And usually there's 3 different caches with a multi-cache. An unknown cache is where the cache actually has different and unknown sizes as a normal cache. And my favorite is a lab cache, where you don't find actual caches, but you have an app on your device where you walk to certain places and answer questions. And sometimes they even add a actual geocache at the end of your adventure. And virtual cache is again not an actual cache, but it takes you around to monuments or special places or really popular places. Now on to containers. There are many types of different containers. Some of the most popular ones are ammo cans, pill bottles, bison tubes, fake rocks, and bolts. To start geocaching, you will need to set up an account at geocaching.com. A GPS device is required. I recommend getting the geocaching app on your phone. And at last, swag, stuff we all get, which includes little toys, trinkets, marbles, and so on. Now here are some of my favorite ways to geocache. The adventure plays a big part in geocaching, and it makes it even better when you have a fun way of transportation. That's why I like riding my one wheel to go geocaching, or maybe even my bike. But before you click off, we are actually going to go on a geocaching adventure to a geocache that I've never been to before. The great thing about the geocaching experience is you have the option to pay a monthly subscription, and what you get from that are premium geocaches and more features, but the basic option offers a lot of fun geocaches to find with your friends or family. So our geocache that we're going to try and find right now is on that side of the pump house, and I'm just going to read off some information about it for you. Difficulty and terrain is leveled 2. It's a small size, and the description says there's no need to bring a writing utensil, so this should be a fun one. Okay, so it says we're here. So the hint is look for a pine cone, and that's what makes me assume that there's a pine cone that somebody hung up in a tree, and that's the geocache. So, hopefully it's not too high. I saw this up in the tree, and it had a little pine cone on it, but it turned out to be a real pine cone, and we think this is just trash. And now we're thinking we should log this as a DNF and go down the street to another one. And if you're wondering, a DNF means did not find. Okay, so my Garmin is saying we're at ground 0 of another geocache, and what ground 0 means is basically the location of the next cache. So a really common place on electrical boxes like this are little fake light switches, and right away from looking I can already see one, and so let's go see what's inside of it. Okay, here it is, and as you can see it's like a little electrical box cover for in your house, and it looks like a little bag with a log in it, and we can open it up to see whose names are on it. Okay, and here's a log. So I'm walking up to our own geocache that we have hidden, and let me open it up real quick. So under this little light post thing, here is our geocache by the Workout Warriors. We spelled warriors as warriors. That's funny. And you just open it up, and it says all the information on the front, and these are all what people have left. And here is the logbook. It has a lot of names on it so far. And there's a little bracelet, a little alien, a little leaf, and a little flashlight, which I think is pretty cool. There are so many fun ways to geocache, with friends, family, or even by yourself. But all in all, geocaching is a great hobby.